Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Kamishara. This is my corner, and thank you for joining me on my corner. Today, I am making some papaya and raw milk soap. That's right, papaya and raw milk soap. So this is soap that's going to utilize fresh papaya and milk straight from the farm. Yes, I am a member of a farm and I am able to legally get raw milk. So what are the benefits of papaya for one? The benefits of papaya and soap is that it acts as a skin lightening ingredient. So it helps to alleviate dark spots and even out skin tone with use over time. So I am measuring out my lie when I'm talking about all of the wonderful benefits of papaya. So that's number one. Number two is, where's my spoon? Oh, okay. Number two, it also, because I utilize the seeds, are going to help to give like a gentle exfoliant. Going to give like a gentle, very, very gentle exfoliant. Now, because I'm working with milk, I froze my papaya and milk concoction so that the lye will not scorch the milk and cause it to, one, go brown, and two, make a really icky smell while I'm making the soap. So that's the benefits of the papaya. Now, with our milk, regular milk, any milk, has what's called alpha hydroxy acids. Alpha hydroxy acids help to slough away dead skin cells on your body, leaving behind wonderful, supple, soft, beautiful, exfoliated skin without using any harsh abrasives. So sometimes we exfoliate our skin and we might use a sugar scrub or a salt scrub, or we may use avocado seed scrub or oatmeal, and all of those different ingredients are varying in the degree of abrasiveness that they have. Well, with alpha hydroxy acids and any other acid that you may use on your skin, gives you that same ability to get rid of, I'm sorry, I'm talking like a robot because I'm concentrating at the same time I'm trying to talk. So it allows you to get rid of that dead skin cells without the abrasion. So it's like a chemical. The chemicals are, exfoliating your skin. So it's a chemical exfoliation, but it's a mild chemical exfoliation. It's not like, really, really harsh. So the chemicals in the milk will help to exfoliate your skin. So I'm going to mix up this, and then I'm going to do the other batch because I'm doing two batches. So I'm doing one now. Actually, no, I'm going to do two batches back to back. So just mixing up the lye, but I'm making it as if it's two separate batches. But I'm going to be doing it, pretty much at the same time. Yeah, so this is going to be a wonderful soap. And this soap, the milk that I used was kefir. So it's raw milk kefir. So it's kefir, which is a form of yogurt that is made with raw milk. So it has all of the natural good bacteria in that milk, as well as all of the benefits. There's no heat put to this other than the heat from this lye. Because when you homogenize and pasteurize milk, it kills off a lot of the nutrients, the natural nutrients that actually milk has. But in this society, when you commercialize something, they tend not to do it well. So before the process of pasteurization and homogenization came into play, there were a lot of milk companies that were doing some not so savory practices, and which did cause a lot of problems, which is the reason why they came up with homogenization and pasteurization, which helped to kill off not just the good bacteria, but a lot of the bad bacteria that can grow as well if you're not producing your milk in a nice clean environment. So this soap utilizes kefir that's made with raw milk. Alright, so one down, one to go. And that's such a beautiful color. It's too bad that it's not going to retain that beautiful color in the soap. I really wish it did, but it does not. I love the smell that milk creates in soap. It kind of smells sweet like honey, which is really weird because it smells like it has fragrance in it, but it does not. So these soaps are both going to be unscented because they're going to be for, oops, not too much. It's going to be for face, specifically for face. I'd like to make my face soaps, now it looks a little, I like to make my face soaps unscented. So if I make a soap that's specifically for face, either it will have essential oils, which are a pure oil that comes from the plant part. The oil is extracted from the plant leaf or the bark or the plant root or the stem, but it's extracted from the actual plant. So it is a natural oil. Fragrance oils are not natural oils. They are synthetic and they're made. And you have fragrance oils that are made which do not include the dangerous phthalates or chemicals that can cause cancer. So when I buy my fragrance oils, I buy fragrance oils that do that. Or at least I, make sure to get a high quality fragrance oil. But any bars of soap that I make that are specifically made for face or for sensitive skin, they're going to utilize essential oils. Now, essential oils, while they are natural, can have some, effects that you might not like. So, if you want a soap that has absolutely no fragrance, just the soap itself, then you want to get a soap that's unscented. Now, we don't take out the natural scent, but we do not add any additional scent, whether it's fragrance or essential oils. And there is a difference. Again, essential oils come from the natural plant parts, like the leaves, the shrubs, the sticks, the bark, the roots, the skin, like the rind of orange peel or lemon peel. And so it utilizes, it extracts the oil, the natural oils from those plant parts. And that's why with essential oils, you're not going to find, essential oils that are like, say, papaya scented or apple scented. Those fruit or foodie scents, those all are fragrance oils, not essential oils. You're not going to find scents like that with an essential oil, which is one of the reasons why I utilize both essential and fragrance oils, because I like those food scents, and I do utilize them. All right. So, but I don't utilize them for everything. There's a place for everything. Time and place for everything. Oh, it's early morning where I am. Well, it's not that early morning, but it's early enough. And I hear my daughter stirring. She's in the background. She's stirring around. She's getting up. I wake up a lot earlier, but I don't start doing anything until later in the day. And today was one of my days where I just took my time getting out of bed. So I really wanted to make this a lot earlier because I do want to go out and vent today. But yeah, that didn't happen. So I'm up. I think it's like about 8 o'clock now. I don't even know what time it is, but it's around 8. And my alarm goes off at 6:30. Since it's really light outside, I'm usually up before my alarm goes off, and I'm just waiting around for it to go off. But today I decided I wanted to lay down. So it goes off at 6:30, then it goes off again at 7:30, and that's my like, okay, you're being lazy, you need to get up alarm. Not so much a wake up alarm because, you know, I'm already up. But you need to get out of bed now alarm. And even after that second one went off, I was still in my bed, taking my sweet old time, getting my wonderful beauty rest. Okay, so when you freeze it, it stops the lye, because when you mix lye up in water, it gets really hot. So when you freeze the ingredients, it stops the lye from scorching the ingredients. So this lye, it's a nice temperature. It's warm, but it's not hot at all. It's actually just warm. Like a nice warm bath. Not even as hot as a tea that I would make. So this is really good temperature. So it's going to melt this. It's not going to kill the properties with the heat. It's not going to scorch the milk or the papaya. And the natural sugars in the papaya will also help to boost the lather in our soap. That's what sugars do. So when you add honey or actual sugar or any type of sugary product, it will actually help boost the lather, create a more lathery soap. I don't know why it does that. I just know that it does do that. So I guess it's the chemical component of sugar that does that. All right, so that is done. We have measured out all of our oils, but I didn't add the shea butter yet. So we do still have to add our shea butter. Excuse the clearing of the throat. Okay. Now shea butter is a wonderful addition to soap. It adds some hardness. It does add some hardness. But that's not all it adds. Shea butter also has moisturizing benefits and conditioning benefits. And shea butter also has what's called unsaponifiables in it. So there are a portion of shea butter that even if I don't use an excess amount, or I should say amount in addition to the part that should be in my formula, because I create my formula with shea butter, but I also super fat with shea butter. But even if I didn't super fat with shea butter, and that's adding more oils than I need, that's calculated in my formula, even if I do that, shea butter itself has unsaponifiables. So there's a portion that will not react with the lye, which will remain floating around in our soap, which brings extra moisturizing and conditioning benefits to our soap, which is wonderful. So we'll have that even if we don't super fat with it. And I do super fat. So I add a little bit more than what I... My daughter's dog is in the room, and I turned around and just saw him looking at me. He scared the mess out of me. Stop looking at me like the almond dog. He said, "Here, you need to get out because I'm making soap. Out." He's sitting at the door. He's sitting at the door of the room just staring like, "What are you doing, lady? Who are you talking to?" I swear, dogs, like, they have their own personality. It's amazing. Now, I'm not a dog person. I'm really not. I like animals. I don't want to care for them. I just don't. And this dog is funny. He's a trip. And he's a young dog. I think he's like a year old. I don't even know. How old is he, Adra? Oh, he is. Yeah, he's a year old. And he's so cute. He really is. He's a trip. Ooh, I don't want to take care of no dogs. That's responsibility. I done with that when I raised my children. My children old. them grown, as they say. And we still have to help them out and, you know, do all sorts of things. Because, you know, when I was young, I left my mama's house, I came back to it. I left my mama's house, I came back to it. I left my mama's house, I came back to it. So, you know, that's just how life is. So you're always a mama. You're always a mama, regardless of how old your children are. But them grown, and I'm not trying to raise any more children. Now, I will love to have some grandchildren, but, you know, I can wait for that. I'm good. I'm in no rush to be a grandma. Although my daughter tries to say I'm a grandma to her dog. I'm like, no, honey. Grandmas are for humans, not doggies. No, grandmas are for humans, not doggies. No, I'm making soap. I don't like the dog back here because, you know, dogs with the hair and, yeah, you don't do that. And then when we're making soap, they might, you know, do stuff unpredictable. You don't want them to get hurt either. So, we definitely don't want any dog hairs in our soap, right? Of course not. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. I don't think customers would appreciate that. But, he did scare me. Man, I turned around, he was sitting at the door. I'm like, oh my Lord, what are you doing? Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm adding my shea butter, this wonderful ingredient. Alrighty. So this soap I'm excited to bring to market. And while it is a soap that I've made before, it's not a soap that I made before because I didn't make papaya milk. I made pure papaya soap. And this is going to be, oh, I put a little bit. Well, that's okay. A little bit too much. Go. Alright. I got to close my door because he's very curious. He's going to have to be curious on the other side of the door, wondering what's going on inside behind the closed door. All right, so we got everything mixed up. I'm going to pause you for a second because I need to go get my stick blender. All righty, so I went and got my, let's see if I can do this. I got my stick blender. And it had soap on it from the last time I made soap because I hadn't cleaned it off, so I had to clean it off. All right, so we are going to I shouldn't have used this bowl. This bowl has a bit of a crack in it, so I keep forgetting and using that same bowl. Alright. We're going to just break up the oils because we're not going to heat them. We're just going to use our stick blender, break up the oils and liquefy all of them utilizing our stick blender. So give me a minute as I do that. One other ingredient that I want to add is our turmeric. So we're also going to have turmeric in our soap, which is going to, is this the right, no, half teaspoon. I want a whole teaspoon. Nope. Okay, I don't have a whole teaspoon in here. Oh yes, nope, that's half teaspoon too. Alrighty, well, I'll just use half teaspoon because I can get a whole teaspoon. Adding it twice. So turmeric also has wonderful anti-inflammatory properties. It has skin lightening properties as well. It also works on evening out skin tone. the curcumin, it makes a beautiful color. Of course, you know, that's not, you know, a benefit medicinally, but it is a benefit to my eyes. And I would say medically it's benefit, because anything that looks beautiful to me and is beautiful for you, that's a wonderful thing. So sensory is a way to health as well. All right, so we're going to blend this in. Okay, so we start off with that wonderful yellow color because of the turmeric, and then of course we're going to have the papaya and the color that it's going to leave. So we're going to end up with, I'm not sure what color. Not too sure what color we're going to end up with, but I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful color. And we still have our little bits of papaya seeds that this smells wonderful, by the way, that are here. So we're adding the lye. I'm going to scrape this down. So I'm excited to make this. Is the first time I'm making this soap, and I'm really excited to use it myself and to offer it to you guys. Of course, if you are watching this and you are not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, click the notifications bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be sure to be notified. Okay. Like and comment down below. Tell me what you think about this soap. How you think it's going to work for you. What do you think about the raw milk? Excuse me. I'm still seeing little bits of shea butter that haven't broken up yet. So I'm going to try to get that. So, decided to speed up that part because I realized that getting to the trace that I want is going to take a minute. I didn't want you to have to watch all of that because it's just a lot of time for no reason. All right, because all I was doing was blending, not saying anything, just blending. So we have this, it's a nice thick trace, but we're gonna texture it after. pour in. I'm gonna leave a little left over to pour in our guest mold soap holder maker. And we're gonna texture this after it thickens a little bit more. Man, I can mess with my glove. Alright, so I'm gonna move this to the side. Bring my other mold a little bit closer. I think I'm gonna have to put some under there. My table is a little slanted so that it doesn't stay slanted. There we go. So I didn't clean off my soap mold, so I'm just making sure that I don't have soap remnants in the cavities that I'm going to use. You can see it still have soap residue on the back, but I cleaned out these bottom cavities to make sure there were no soap remnants inside those cavities. And let's utilize this. Oops. They're too hard. Knock that over. Alright. We're going to have smaller soaps, and we're going to have the loaf, of course. And now that I think about it, I probably should have did all of them, because make the other batch, I'm going to have a little left over of that too. And I only have 3 cavities that were wiped out. Actually, I have a little more. This one over here is good. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Talking, and I realize I'm talking really low, and I'm thinking I should have cleaned out all of them, because for this batch I'll get 1, 2, 3, but then this is good. So anyway. Alright, so 1 down and 1 to go. Okay, so we're going to put this here, get this out of the way, this over here, bring this to the forefront. Where is my, hey, oh Lord, I'm looking for this. It's the second time I've done that, looking for this stick blender, and it's sitting right here. Alright, so well, now that we know it's going to take a lot of blending to mix, we're just going to fast forward all that mixing one time instead of doing it in 2 bits. All right. So we know what we have to do. Ooh, my stick blender is hot. Alrighty, so we are done with that. Now we're going to texture the top of these. Hopefully this one will be done already. Or I should say it will be ready. The first one looks ready. Looks more than ready. Uh-oh. Hopefully it didn't get too hard. Let me get my texturing spoon. I don't know if I wanted to maybe do that deeper. Let's see if the other one is ready. No, that's not ready yet. So that one is not ready. I'll do that off camera. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all on the next video.